Hello friends and hello student. My name is Ashok Sijala. In this session, we learn the transaction form in J2EE project. So how to pass master form data to transaction form. That is our main goal of this session. So let us start. First, I share my laptop screen and fix the position here so you can watch better my video lecture. And I double click in NetBean 5.5.1 ID. So that is our project in my continue previously 10 video lectures. So you can watch step by step all video lectures, then and then you can understand of this session. So how to pass the master form data to transaction form. So like our employee ID, we can select in transaction form and then name and then department come to that employee information table. But here our the transaction form and we can calculate the employee salary. So yes, that NetBean is started. So that takes some time. Yes, some that process is complete. So you can look here, done loading module. So now very short that is open. And yes, yes, now that open. So yes, I already take the design, so we cannot waste our time. So that is our master form. Yes, that is our master form. And now I create new JFrog file. Yes, you have to know how to create. So just very easy. So in the directly right click in the package and that is Honda showroom and that new and take the JFrame form file. So I complete that process and here that is a employee salary detail. That is our master transaction form. And here our goal, you can look here, I complete the design part. So we cannot waste our time and that I add button, so automatic register ID, so we can calculate the employee salary. And very important one event, carrot update event. So based on the basic salary, DHR and gross salary automatic is calculate. And we can disable, yes, that text box we cannot enable because that is a counting or that calculate by based on the basic salary field. So whenever any form that type of field in your project, so you cannot enable, we can enable means disable that all uh, these three text field in our constructor. And here other important part, that employee ID we can select in our master form and that name and department come to our previous table. So that design is ready, but I not create the table of this form. So first we can create the table in access database. So that is our backend tool. So let us first that is a Honda, yes, and our Honda underscore DB database. So first we can take, there are, you can look here, 8 field is there total. Register ID, employee ID, name of employee, department, basic, BS, DA, HRA, and gross salary. So very simple that employee form is there. Now create and that is design. So here we can take as first register ID, and that is we can take as number data type. Then EID, so that is a, you can also take as a, in that employee information is a primary key, and here you can also apply reference foreign key. So that is also number field. Then E name, that is employee name. So we can take from our previous based on employee ID, take the employee name. Then department of employee, DPT, that we can also take our previous table employee information. Then we can say that there are 4 fields. Now yes, that register ID, employee ID, employee name, department, and now we can take as basic salary, BS, and that is a, we can also take as number. Then DA, yes, that we can take as decimal. So that is a, you can look here. So that is number or currency is not perfectly, but number, or we can change the, here you can look here data type. So that is a long, but we can take a single or double. So single is sufficient, and decimal place is auto, but I define the two decimal place. So DA, then HRA, same that number field, number data type, and that year also I take as single or double depend upon your requirement. So here I also take two decimal place, and last is GS, gross salary. So total 8 field is there, and only 2 is short tax, employee name and department. All other are number data type. And here DHR and gross salary, I also change the data type, not long integer but single or double range, or single, that is float. And after that, not auto, but we have to take two decimal place. Okay, so that is perfectly. And we can take as register is that is a primary key. Here you can also take that button, and that is a foreign key, but we can after set the relationship, so that is here not required. Okay, so after testing you can apply the constraint, but primary key you have to take initially stage. So our table is ready. Yes, we have to counting 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8. Yes, that is, you can look here. Now first we can check. Yes, 4 and 4 to 8, that is a so I just to your reference, that is a transaction form. Yes, perfectly. Now what to do? So I close this form. Yes, and give the name to save, and give the, that is a salary of employee. So emp underscore sal salary. So emp, that is a employee, and sales salary. So you can also like emp salary. Yes, give this full so we can perfectly understand. So employee salary. Yes, perfectly. Okay, now that table is create. So I take as minimize, and now what to do? So here I full screen and take my screen to here. So yes, I take all ID to change according to our requirement, so that design and our all are ready. Now first step, so employee master, that is the employee master form, and we can take the first our, that is a, we can say that here we can take this date and that all I previously. So like in logging form or flush screen, we have to take this as a middle of the screen, and label we can provide the current date. So I copy this code, so that set bound take to middle of form in our parent, means our screen, then that date format, and we can take as LBL date. So same in employee master, I take this all code. And also I means that is a almost code like user defined method construct, that is a connection, field combo, enable disable, so that I, yes, here required to format means that package name. So we can say that, yeah, import and java dot sim, that is I think text. Yes, so text package and simple date format class is there. Yes, so there is now I think no error, or let us check. Yes, now that gone. Okay, first we have to run and take the add button coding. So add, save and cancel. So yes, add and save. Exit I already done. So means that is same as it is our previous. And there are 5 user defined method that I also complete. Which one? So set connection, yes, that same as previously master form, enable disable control, but yes, that very important enable disable. So here that basic salary and that all are on, and that is a depend. Yes, we can select the employee ID, and that uh, we can say that this name and department we have to take from first our form employee master. So that is also we cannot consider as enable disable. So I take to cut these two, and in constructor, like here there are calculate dhr, I already set that enable false, and same way here I also set these two our previous form, so I also take as form. So that is a 5 we have to not modify, because that depend to other data. So when employee name select in combo box, so name and department come from employee information table, and dhr is based on the basic salary, so we cannot open or that set enable false. So you cannot take in enable disable method. So there are only three fields remaining, you can look here, only three. And that is a register we can also, that is enable not, because that also we have to take as a automatic, mean auto generate. So only two field is remaining, all are disabled every time. In update we have to not update, because that is a depend other field, means that is a depend in previously form, and dhr is based on the basic salary, so that not enable. That is my meaning. So let us check how it's possibility. So that is automatic field. When employee ID select in combo name and department come from employee master form, and basic salary we have to input, and that all three is calculated depend on the basic. So we cannot update of these three field and these two, because that is also in previous table. So we can change employee ID, that automatically name and department come. That is very important. So all is well. So table is ready, our enable disable and fill grid, that all our method is completed. Yes, now what to do? So here we can start to add. So first our target, when we can click add button. So let us check that action perform event. Yes, that I already complete. So flag, yes, here I take BF button flag, and that control is true, then button is false. So save and cancel is on, and now we can take as auto generate. So I not type all coding. So in our previous master form we have to done directly that code I take from this table or this form. So look here, so that is a counter, and so I copy this code. So let us copy and paste to our transaction form. So that code is our perfectly work, so we cannot waste our time. Yes, employee salary. Yes, here. So we can change some field name. So you can look here, counter, and request focus is a name. Yes, here we cannot also enter the name, so that is a we cannot take as request focus. So yes, perfectly, and that is a result set. Yes, here we can take, yes, not employee ID but RID, register ID, and that is a employee underscore salary, that is our table name. And here that is a register ID. So that is we can start like 1001. Yes, that depend upon your requirement. Yes, and that is employee RI. So register ID. So let us check this coding. I copy and paste only. No. So I change the here table name, field name, and here code name. So that code is very simple. Yes, you have to know. We can take as auto generate employee ID, that is same auto generate register ID in this database. So I save first, control S, then compile. Let us check any perfectly our code is work or not. Okay, so first you can shift. Yes, let us check. So yes, that coming, and that is employee salary. You can look here. Yes, so that all to disable, and here I also fill the combo. Yes, that is I show you. So yes, perfectly you can look here 1001 because there is no any record. And now I select that is already filled. You can look here. So how that I also complete, and here one that the size is increased because that is very long, and that all are disabled. Yes, that not on anywhere because that is a depend on employee ID. I previously told you, and there three field is carrot update event. That is very important in this session. So I first cancel, yes, and then exit coding I also done. And yes, where I call the field grid, yes, so, that is also same our previous that employee master. So you can look here. So set connection, yes, that is enable, disable, clear method is there. Fill grid is I already complete because same, and fill combo you can look here. So fill combo I call in our constructor, and here that coding. So select EID like in our previous search, same that coding. So I copy and paste fill combo. Well, that is same coding. So combo that we can take first as our field and RSS close. So that is a coding you can look here. Very simple way. So that remove all that I done. So how that call in constructor you can look here. So set connection I call, set field combo, then control is false and button is true. Yes, and all that five or there are six field. Yes, that is automatically generated. These two field is depending our previous table, and these three field DHR is based on the basic salary that we have to calculate. So perfectly. Now very important session start, and that we can select this. So add button we have to take auto generate. But now this combo we can take and employee name and department come from our previous master form. So that coding I perfectly create, and I take as action perform of this combo box. Yes, now that is very, so that is a transaction form. Yes, now first what to do. So here I take as statement, yes, st1, and I take as local because there is a not disturb to our main result set and statement. So that is a better rs1 and statement 1. Yes, and now what to do, we can take as try catch block. That is a must be in J2EE. So I take as full screen, and that first I always write catch block. And now what to do? So yes, first I statement take as handler, and that create statement, that is method. So that connection is initialized to statement. And now I take as result set and that handler, and statement execute query. So that pass. And now we can take as select, yes, select star from from EMP, yes, our previous field employee master, where EID, yes, equal to, and directly that is integer. So I type means integer fast in typecasting. So perfectly, and that combo, yes, that combo ID, I think combo underscore EID employee ID, and then get selected item dot to string. Yes, so that is our query. Very simple. You can look here like search same, but that I use as mid function. But here select star from employee information where employee ID equal to take by this combo box. And what to do? So now we can set, yes, so first rs1, like in we can display all record. That time we can take as while loop, but here and we can take as next method and that to take in while loop, but here that not take as while loop, just rs dot next. And then we can say that our txt employee name, so set text, yes, we can take the name from previous table, so that we can take rs1 and get string, yes, that is a we can string field, and that sequence is first is employee ID and second is employee name. Then that is third txt department set text, that is also text, set text, so perfect. And rs1 dot set string, yes, that is also string field, so but we can get string. And how many column index, yes, that is very important. So first we can see in our access database, so you can look here employee information, and I take as design, so yes, that table, so that is our four, yes, one, two, three, and four. Department is four, and name is second. So we can require to select employee ID in combo box user, then name and department. So we can take two field depend on the employee ID. Yes, I close. Yes, so here index is four. Perfectly. So that finish. Yes, let us check. I save. So that is a coding. We can take as local one because that our main statement and result set we have to not disturb. So that is our code. So now I compile. Yes, there is no any error. And now I run Shift F6. So you can look here. Yes. So yes, perfectly you can look here. I add, now I select because, so yes, that Lakshman and operation, let us check, but I close to our database. So now what to do? Yes, here already open means that I double click. So access table, we have to confirm that perfectly select or not. So that is our employee information. And third, yes, Lakshman, that is a operation department, and 103 Lakshman, yes, perfectly you can look here now. So that is a Lakshman and operation 103. So I take this screen to here, so you can watch here. Yes, now I select the 4104, so you can look here Ram and HR. So that 5, yes, so Hina and HR, yes, 101, yes, so that is already select Ramesh, yes, Ramesh and purchase, yes, perfectly. So yes, that our requirement. Yes, now what to do? So yes, here again basic salary I input to like 1000, so automatically that calculate this bill, and then I take as save. So yes, let us check. I can exit, I take minimize and open the NetBean. And which event, yes, that is a very important. So here basic salary we have to calculate, so I take as very important event to for your knowledge, and that is caret update event. Yes, so whenever that calculate field, you can apply the caret update event. So that is also my goal of this session. And now what to do? So we can always take as try catch block. Yes, that is advanced Java. Yes, I first write the catch block. And now what to do? So yes, here we can take that is a first our basic salary input by the, so first I take as a integer, so that like I p and txt basic salary get tax, that tax we have to get. Yes, so but that is a text, and here we can take as integers by typecasting integer wrapper class and pass int. And now I take this same. Okay, now we can take double or float. So we can take singles or float, and that is DA. So yes, I give the basic salary BS, and BS multi we can percentage. So like 5%. So zero, yes, or we can multiply directly 0.5 percentage of basic salary, that is our DA. Yes, so what error? So multiplication, yes, required to double, yes, that is float. So I take 5 and divide by 100. Now that is, I think, perfectly. So here is a float, and here all are integers, so we can typecasting is required float. And then HRA, same, basic salary, that is 7%. So yes, and that is also typecasting in float data type. And then last one is also float, and that is a gross salary. So that is a uh, basic salary plus DA plus HRA. And now we can set, so ext, that is, we can say that DA set text, and we can pass the, that is a DA. So perfectly same txt HRA set text and the double quote and the typecasting, so HRA, and ext gs set text, so the double quote, and we can say that gs. So that is a caret update event. Yes, let us check what is the effect of this event, caret update event. So I compile and now run. There is no any error. Let us check. So I add, yes, perfectly. So here you can look here, our two feed is select. Now I take like 1000. So you can look here at a time that caret update event, that is very important, and that is disabled. We cannot yes. And now we can save, but I not write the coding. First we have to write. So yes, here some error is coming. So let us check which error is there. So that is sometime we have to not pass then data. So output window, and here I think null pointer or wherever. So yes, input string. So you can look number format exception. So here let us check. Yes, that is, we have to not pass. So means we have to enter and that take integer. So number format. So caret update event is perfectly. So yes, there is no any error, but we have to take as try catch block. So yes, now there is no any error. So what to do now? I take as save coding. So insert and display we have to perform. So if yes, here so flag, yes, I give the name BF button flag equal to 1. Then we have to take as insert query. So flag 1, and then just same coding to our employee master form. So I copy. If you can look here. So that is, I copy all that part. Yes, copy, and that employee salary, and here I paste. So we have to change some field, and let us check. So yes, here try catch block is perfectly. insert into here. I change the table name, salary. Yes, and there are 8 fields. So previously 6, now 8. And update I have to not take. And here that register ID. Yes, combo combo is get selected. Yes, combo department and J date is not there. So that taking error. So other field you can also bind like here our yes uh, that is a we can say that txt eid employee id and that is txt basic salary. Yes, register number that is a combo box. Yes, that is a combo box. So combo department, yes, that already selected. So name is there here. Txtnm dot get tax and equal to blank. So that all you have to bind here. Yes, and a logical and operator, and you have to bind. So yes, here button flag. Yes, I changed the name. Previously I used flag, but now I button flag BF only. And now here what to do? So yes, not equal sign. Yes, perfectly. And here that not require this checkbox and all that coding. So we can start directly here. So first is our register. Yes, you can look here. So R ID perfectly. And second is combo box. So you can look at taking error. So I remove this date format and all that part. Okay, and flag we have to not take. Yes, flag 2 I update after one. So here not required. And employee salary you can look here. Employee underscore salary. You can fill the grid. So pass the RS, yes, and flag BF, button flag, I give the name, button flag, all is well. So here we can change also some field, yes, here why that taking error. So yes, combo department. So here that is say we can give combo EID, employee ID. Yes, now that perfectly. So one by one I set. So there are 8 field. You can look 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Yes. Now what error? Again, yes, employee, yes, underscore I think underscore EID. So I check the design part and you can look here. So first I take minimize and here look, yes, combo, and that is a EID, employee ID. So you can all take because there are combo box and all are text box. So that condition you have to bind all the field. Yes, here that possibility. And now one by one field we have to set integer, yes, txt, then perfectly. And second, yes, that is a, again combo box. So yes, I copy this combo to here second because that is a we have to department is not but EID employee ID and that is a second field. So when we can select the our code, yes, so that is a name of employee ID and that is a integer, yes, here not set int because that is employee ID. So we can type casting is required because here that is a give a two string, but we have to type casting integer and pass int all that perfectly. So that is a you can look now what to do. So register ID, employee ID, there are only two integer field, and then two string field, and then four is that first is integer and that three is float. So perfectly, yes, what to do? Yes, here one parenthesis remaining. Then third field, yes, that is perfectly name, yes, txt name, perfect. And here fourth, yes, that is a department, but that is also text box. So txt dt, and that we can say get x, yes, and dot to string perfectly, and all are part I remove because that is a previously is a male female is there, so we can remove. So four field is set. Now yes, and set int, yes, that integer, and that we have to type casting. So yes, I copy first our employee register, so I copy and paste. So here index is 5, and chain that is here id, and that is a basic salary bs. Now what, yes, here again that is a bf button flag, yes, I take. And now I copy this line and paste three times, but not, yes, I control z, so only one time because we have to set as a not int but float, and that is a 6. And now I also type casting in float data type, so float, and that is da. Now I copy and to hr, then dhr, yes, let us check what happened. So cannot find, yes, fast float, yes, here fast not in but float. So here we can change the method also, yes, fast float, here also same float, and here also float. So DA, yes, I change the index 7 and 8 perfectly. And now DA, then HRA and GS, gross salary. So perfectly now all is perfectly. So let us check save or not. And we can also display in grid, select employee. So now I file and then check. So I compile, yes, any error or not. So no any error. So shift F6 run. Yes, let us check add. Here I change the 103. You can look here, and now I enter. So yes, I just click and character update event is fired. So you can look here that input string is blank. So we can solve that error because actually not error because cursor is just is now plus, and look here our that counting is perfectly, and now I can save. Yes, insert record successfully and display, yes, but grid is not display, yes, that is remaining. And here one that I take more size here dot dot, so that label is very long. So yes, that is why that we have to just click and take error. So caret update event we have to take, and so first step, that grid is not display. So I call in window open event. So previously our record is coming to picture now. So that is a same coding I, yes, JFrame form file. Yes, you can look here. Okay, so Okay, so I directly take to here, and that is window open event. Yes. So I take as try catch block. First e dot print track trace, and here I take local statement st1 and result set rs1. Then statement 1 creates statement method, and rs1 then statement 1 dot execute query and select star from emp salary. Yes, and field grid and pass rs1. So that finish. Yes, so I control s, and let us I compile and run. So yes, here array index out of bound exception. So we can check the, you can look here, 7 is greater than 7. So where is some vector model property? So yes, 7 field, but that is 7. So I check the model property. Yes, J table. So let us check how many field. So yes, 7 is 0. Yes, employee ID, register ID and employee ID, then name, department, D, basic salary is remaining. Yes, here that is creating problem. So I insert one here, and that is one field remaining, and that is a name as basic salary, BS. I give the capital BS and perfectly. So 8 is required. Yes, so that giving the error. So now perfectly. So I again compile, and then run. Now there is no any. You can look here perfectly. Our record is coming. So now I insert 102 and just click yes here again. So 2000, and you can look here and then save. Yes, successfully. Yes, our record is perfectly here. So all is well. So I hope you can understand and enjoy this session. So any question regarding that master form? Yes, here you can look here, very simple coding I applied, and field grid. So very important session of the, that is a first piece I just show you. So action perform of this combo box, and we can take the based on employee ID, we can take the select the employee name and department, and then caret update event of this basic salary. We can calculate the, here you can look here. So based on the basic salary, we can DHR and gross and set. Yes, so all is well. So any question regarding this master form to transaction form, take the some value. So that is a three field is coming to the master form in transaction form, employee salary detail. So yes, subscribe my channel Ashok Sijalakadi, press the bell icon to never miss any update. Thanks for your watching, supporting, and sharing my video lecture, and Hare Krishna.